Welcome back to Reaper's Candle, and I would again like to thank all the new subscribers. We are up to, I believe, 142 subscribers by the time I'm recording this video, and I was drawn to do a reading for Have You Met the One? So kind of like a checkup reading, because I've done this one before as per the recommendation of one of the viewers that were watching my videos at the beginning, but I thought maybe we should check in since it's been about 3 or 4 months since that time. And because this also has to do with your current situation, energy, and position in terms of your love life, it'll kind of help give that little boost of inspiration or clarity as to whether you have met them thus far or not. Also, because we are nearing the end of the year, this will be a good time to see if you have to improve anything or update your own personal character or life skills to kind of help approach that person much more quicker, or have them be divinely guided to you because you are becoming more ready and willing to accept that relationship at that time. So I would like you guys to focus, meditate, whatever you need to do, take a few deep breaths, and just select one of the totems down here below or one of the images above that you feel drawn to the most. So we are asking, have I met the one? And you can replace the one with whatever term you are looking for. Like if you are looking for your future spouse, you could say, have I met my husband? Have I met my future spouse? If you're looking for a boyfriend or girlfriend, you can do the opposite of that, whichever one you want to use. Or even if it's like you want to use a specific term like soulmate or twin flame, or again like the one, then you can do that. If you want to describe it as how I usually describe it, is the one that God has created for me and has created me for him. That's usually how I put it. And but yeah, you can use whatever term you're most comfortable with and you're actually looking for to come into union with, and ask using those words. So have I met, and then whatever term or phrase you are entering in, just enter that. And I'll give you a moment to ask the question and select your pile. Okay, guys, so now that you guys have selected your pile, I hope you guys enjoy the readings, and I hope they resonate. And if you guys would like to leave any sort of feedback as to whether they are resonating or aren't, you can leave that in the comment box below. If you have any suggestions for future videos or specific questions that you would like asked, I can do readings based on those questions as well. Because as always, two heads are better than one, so I can only think of so many questions. But if you guys are specifically interested in something, I can always totally make a video based on that. Yeah, and if you guys want to, you guys can hit the subscribe button for the channel or the notification bell icon to make sure that you are aware of when the videos are being uploaded, as well as give a like or a dislike based on whether the video resonated or didn't resonate. Okay? I hope you guys enjoy your reading, and we'll get started. Okay, pile one, welcome to your reading. So you guys picked the golden safety pin, and you guys picked the Mystical Manga Tarot with this as the visual card. So with the Queen of Cups, I'm going to use this card to kind of read your current energy or situation in terms of your romantic life. So with the Queen of Cups, I saw that basically, I think you're out in the market currently, and you're kind of holding yourself like your own. not only are you confident in yourself, you're not too confident to the point that you're rejecting everything that's coming your way, but you have confidence that you will find the person that you want to find and that is meant for you. You have certain set of ideals or standards that you hold yourself to, and you also hold others to when it comes to the romantic sphere of things. So you guys are playing out in the market. You guys are out there or putting yourself out there, but you're also confident that when you go and have fun, that there are people that are attracted to you and are looking to you with romantic interests. And you welcome those interests, but also you are not going to compromise on your own ideals, standards, wants, needs, desires in terms of romance and a romantic relationship just so that you can be in a romantic relationship. You are very much like the Queen of Cups, where you are in control of your emotions and how those emotions are played out in relation to others. Okay? And underneath you can see Ace of Coins, which is again, you are in control of the reality that you create around you. And this can also signify that you're very much in control of your finances right now as well. You could be very close to accomplishing a financial or a career related goal. And finally, the Knight of Coins. So yes, again, there's this very much like a energy of I'm living my best life and I'm chasing, not necessarily chasing, but going after my goals and stabilizing my own finances and my career. Yep. And again, you're not willing to play around with Page of Cups, which is basically those immature people that don't meet your ideals or standards in terms of a romantic partner that you would like. Okay, now I'm gonna get to the actual reading, so hold on. Okay, pile one, so I asked the question, have you guys met the one, or whatever term you guys used, and the answer that is coming out from the safety pin was a yes and a no. So that kind of gives me a vibe of that you guys may not have met, or if you have met, it doesn't seem like there is a romantic relationship there. So you may be very much thinking that you haven't met the one when you have. So it's kind of like a perspective thing. But when I'm seeing yes or no, it's almost like you guys haven't completed the cycle of actually meeting them. So just like a safety pin, you haven't closed it up yet. It's kind of in like this position where it's open, and you can see that it's still connected somehow, right? But they just haven't met, like their paths haven't collided yet to be able to actually come into union and close that safety pin. So that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting from the safety pin. From the cards, it's giving me, again, a very double-sided answer where it's like, not yet, but they are close by, because your overall card is showing the Eight of Pentacles in upright position. And this overall card is giving me the vibe as if like they know you, but they can't approach you yet because they're building up something to provide you in the future, when they will be like secure and confident enough that the level that they are at, they will be satisfied with to be able to approach you. This also gives me the vibe on your end that you need to sit down and actually think about what you actually desire in a romantic interest or your one. And it looks to me like you're writing down these things or manifesting them somehow, right? In a journal, making a list, something like that. So again, it's this idea of you're so close to each other that you kind of know each other, but you haven't met physically. And then with the Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Wands coming in reverse, again, it's this idea that the wheel hasn't come full circle to the actual point where fate is working in your favor. Okay, right now you still have a little bit of time to wait, but eventually it's going to be flipped over. Okay, and because it's coming right next to the Seven of Wands, which is kind of like, I view it as a building up card, but because this is in reverse, it's almost like you're breaking down certain barriers to your union. So things that would kind of prevent you from meeting him, specifically in your personality or characteristics, or the people that you surround yourself with, or where you go and hang out usually. This is more of like you're kind of improving your own self and growing yourself so that you can actually come closer to the point in time when fate and divine timing will help you guys come together. Okay? And I would like to mention, underneath the overall card, you have the Queen of Cups again. So this is kind of like your vibes right now individually. So he's kind of working on his financial stability and material life. Okay, he's working on maturing in the material realm. Whereas you, in your Queen of Cups energy, are, yes, you're mature emotionally, but I think you guys are working on creating a more stable and secure personality. Okay, and like I said, that's kind of emulating the Seven of Wands in reverse, where you're kind of breaking down these barriers or these mental or physical barriers to actually meeting your one. And that's what's being shown in here. So you're working on creating a more emotional and mental internal stability and security by improving your character, whereas he is trying to build a more material and financial security by improving whatever his business or career is. But he is, with the Queen of Cups, he is kind of learning to control his emotions around females, and he's learning to kind of treat romantic relationships with kind of like a discriminating eye. He doesn't want to just go after every girl, right? He wants to find the right girl that would be deserving of this material wealth that he's building up and this supportive life that he is building up to give to the person that he loves the most. And on the other side, you are kind of analyzing what you would actually like in a partner, what you would actually like in a partner, not what society or media or your friends or family want you to have in a partner, but what you consider something that would be part of a healthy relationship. And I would start off with 7 or 8, just like the pentacles over here. So you could even talk about their looks or their attractiveness. You could talk about what kind of job or career they do, how they dress, how they act, what their favorite food or place to go out is. Do they like dancing or not? And then do they play sports or watch movies and things like that, okay? So you guys actually have to create like a list. And you guys might already be doing that, but that was just something that I was seeing to actually kind of manifest that person back into your life, okay? Now, I will see what you guys can do right now to kind of speeden up the process of coming into union with the one. Okay, so pile 1, I asked what can you guys do to come closer to, or speeding, what can you guys do to speed up the union of you and your one? Okay, and the overall card is showing the 9 of Cups in reverse. So just off the bat, we're getting again this feeling of kind of focus your emotional intentions and don't let every single emotional opportunity into your life. And you don't have to take advantage of every single emotional opportunity that's coming and being presented to you. You need to focus on what you truly desire and want. What is the true emotional opportunity that you would like being offered to you? Okay? And you need to stay focused on that. Now, the detailed cards are showing the Four of Wands in reverse. So just from there, you need to break down 4 things that you've kind of used to build up walls around you to protect you from the people that you are not interested in. But what you need to do is kind of break down those 4 things to kind of get into this more positive and bright, being true to yourself and confident energy. Okay? And then you also need to have strength. So you kind of want to push yourself into the chaos of the dating market or the romanticism and everything, right? But you are strong enough to deal with those things as they come at you in the battlefield itself. Okay? You don't have to protect yourself with these mental or emotional blockades to prevent the right person from coming in, because your personality and your strength are already enough to kind of prevent that. Okay? But with the 4 blockades that you're building around you, you're also preventing this person from coming in because your true positive self isn't being shown. And on top of that, when you release positive energy into the world, your positive energy that needs to come back to you will come back to you in the form of whoever this one is for you. And then after that, or during that, you need to no, actually it's after that. After you've kind of thrown yourself into the chaos of dating and everything, and you've understood that you are strong enough to deal with the negative emotions or peoples or situations without being harmed, right? And you are maintaining your positive energy and approach to living. And this intentional focus of kind of going into the battlefield to find your one, right, is going to kind of give you a release or a freedom to basically now build what you want for the future, what you want for yourself in the future. Okay? So these 3 of Wands, it's now you are kind of looking into the distance, looking into the future and considering, okay, what do I actually want from my life, right? And you're going to work towards those things. Okay? And when you work towards those things, you're actually building up a personality and a lifestyle that will approach the right person again. Okay? So I'll ask what these 4 mental blockades are and how you can deal with them. And then I will also ask how you can kind of protect yourself and embody this strength energy. Okay, pile 1. So I asked what these blockades are and what you can do, okay? So the cards that I got for what these blockades are the 8 of Swords in reverse, as well as the 4 of Swords. So both of these cards gave me a self-blinding and a self-harming vibe. So in this self-blinding card, it seems like you have opportunities available around you, but you choose not to see them. And it's not even just like the fact that people are approaching you and you don't want to be in a relationship with them because you can feel or sense that they're not the one, or that they do something where it just makes you feel off about them. It's more like you're not even willing to give anyone a chance. Whether that's the people that are approaching you, whether those are the people interested in you and watching you from afar, or whether those are people even that you may be interested in and watching from afar, but don't really want to approach, you know? So you're kind of preventing yourself from seeing any of the opportunities that are around you. And that is in turn kind of preventing them from acting upon their own offering to you, as well as you from acting upon your own offering to someone that you may be interested in. With the self-harming one, it feels like you are kind of approaching romantic relationships with more focus on physical fulfillment rather than mental and emotional fulfillment. Okay, and it seems like you're very you're holding on to this one sword, right? And that could be a past relationship that you had, or it could just be the negative thoughts and your own negative action of not letting anything pass through you or get to you, kind of preventing you from entering into any sort of relationship. Okay? You can also kind of see that there are swords kind of puncturing in her head area. So it may be, again, that it's mostly the blockades are self-made, and it seems like you're purposely not approaching or letting opportunities approach you because of either this ex that you have that you're still kind of holding on to, or because you're chasing physical desires and fulfillment rather than mental and emotional and like the foundations of a stable romantic relationship. And you're just kind of staying in a corner and really just building a bubble or a wall around you that prevents you from A, approaching opportunities that you would be interested in, and B, letting other people approach you if they are interested in you. Okay? Now, to kind of deal with those blockades, we got the 10 of Cups card. So that means you need to actually start focusing in on the opportunities that are being offered to you, and you need to analyze each of the opportunities that are being brought to you. So the very first step that you can do is literally any opportunity that comes towards you or people that are interested in you, just give them a chance. Okay? You don't have to accept them at the end of the day, but at least if you gave them a chance, you talk a little bit and you find out, oh, this is not for me, it's okay, you move on with life. But at least you are going to start becoming more open and more positive about approaching emotional opportunities that are being offered to you. And then eventually there will be a person that is your ultimate abundance that will approach you, and you may not notice at first that they are approaching you, or that they are even interested in you. It seems like this person kind of watches from afar and observes you first before they actually decide to approach you. And it feels like he's kind of like playing those pranks where people are standing on this side, but they tap the opposite shoulder and the person will turn. And it's almost like you'll be caught off guard or somehow tricked into getting into a relationship with him. But it's not like a evil or manipulative trickery, but more so like just how your relationship progresses. It'll start off from something that you would not expect it to turn into romance. Okay? And then you won't even realize, but you've fallen in love with this person, and this person has fallen in love with you, or had already fallen in love with you and just kind of approach you from that perspective. But now that you realize that you have the same emotions that he had initially, you're going to be more willing and open and accepting of his offering. Plus, also at the same time, because you are practicing this journey of becoming more open and becoming more interactive with the opportunities offered to you, you actually won't be able to decline this opportunity when it comes to you, because you will know that this person is meeting your ideals and standards and desires, as well as that this opportunity is way much more better for you than any of the opportunities that have been offered so far. And then finally, the overall card was Temperance. So you have to have some patience and you have to have some adaptability, okay, with the water here. So you have to be patient about when the right person will be found and when the right person will come along. But you also have to be adaptable to your situation so that you can open yourself up to something coming in, okay? And like I said, you don't have to allow every single person that approaches you to actually continue the conversation or even continue a relationship with you. But the fact is that you have to become more open so that you can allow things to actually come into your energy and your sphere, so that you can analyze them and decide, okay, this is the opportunity or this isn't the opportunity. Okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed your reading, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed, inquisitive week. And please do make sure to check in with the second part of that 4-week reading experiment that I'm doing. I should have it uploaded by Saturday or Sunday. It'll depend. on when I feel drawn to do the reading. But yeah, have a wonderful week, guys. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. So this is the reading for the people who picked the Silver Pin Totem, or this Children of Letha Tarot, with the 8 of Wands here. Now with this imagery, I'm going to read your current situation energy, and then we'll go into the actual yes or no answer for have you guys met the one, or whatever term you guys used. So with this 8 of Wands, I can see that your current energy and situation right now is just complete focus and energy investment into your finances. So you're really chasing after the money, and you're trying to do as much work as possible to gain as much finances as possible. And you're going at it with a very vigorous and passionate energy. It doesn't even seem like work to you because you're so invested in it and you really want to accomplish that goal. And the reason you guys are doing this, or building up your finances and saving and collecting and working so that you can get as much money as possible, is because you actually want to build, you either want to build an empire, or you guys want to build a certain lifestyle for you as quick as possible, as soon as possible. Okay? Yep. And underneath you've got temperance or patience. So you're being very patient with the accomplishment of your goal, and you're also like measuring out the things that you need to do, the things you don't need to do, and you're very much analytical about the way you are approaching your goal. But you know it's going to take a little bit of time, but you're trying to speed it up as much as possible without actually losing the quality of what you are trying to do. And then with the Knight of Wands in reverse, usually Knight of Wands to me is kind of like a little bit of a slow card, kind of approaching the goal, but the goal is still quite far. And because it came out in reverse, it seems like your goal is very much close to you, and you're being very much aggressive and passionate in accomplishing that goal. So you're coming up to it very close, very quickly. Okay? Okay, so pile 2, I asked, have you guys met your one yet? And the answer is coming out as no, but they are within your vicinity, or they are going to approach you very quickly, very soon. Okay, so from the pin, we are getting a straight up no answer. Okay, and it's kind of giving me the answer no because you're so straightforward, sharp, and you're very much focused on your goal, and that's being reiterated in the cards themselves. With the 7 of Coins in reverse, this is literally showing me that you're focused on your growth, your financial growth, and your career growth, and it's kind of blocking you from seeing what's right in front of you. Okay, like you know them and you notice them, but you can't really comprehend them as your one, because you're so focused on your career and financial growth right now. And again, with the actual detailed cards coming out in the 9 of Coins in reverse, it feels like you haven't noticed them yet. Again, they are in your vicinity, right? But you just haven't become aware of them yet, or recognize them yet as the person that you are actually interested in, because of all these pentacles and all this money and financial career goals kind of distracting you and creating an environment even that you wouldn't think, okay, this person is my one, you know? It could be because you guys are working together, so you don't really think of them in that manner, or maybe it's against work rules to think of them in that manner. But there's definitely an element of something is near you or in front of you, but you're not seeing them or comprehending that they are the one for you. And then with a Chariot, it's definitely giving me the vibes of, again, like, it's, again, someone right around you, right? But you don't see them because they kind of blend into the environment. And it's funny that these two are horses, because usually horses have, like, I guess they're called peaky blinders, where they put them around the horse's eyes. These are racing horses. They put them around the horse's eyes so that they do not see the other horses around them and get freaked out, okay? And so that they can just stay focused on the finishing line. So that's kind of the energy that I'm getting. You guys are running so quickly towards your financial and career goals, and so focused on the finish line, that you're completely ignoring and unaware of what is happening around you, that there are other people around you, there are other horses around you that may be looking at you or may be interested in you. And I believe that this person is going to come in with an offering very soon, or if they aren't within your vicinity yet, they are either going to come within your vicinity very soon and very quickly, or if they are within your vicinity, they're going to approach you with an offering of a romantic relationship very quickly and very soon. Okay, so I'm gonna ask, what can you guys do to kind of speed up the process of coming into union with the one? Okay, so pile 2, I asked what can you guys do specifically to actually speeden up the union and to come into union quicker with your one, or whatever term you guys used. With the overall card being the Wheel of Fortune, we are seeing that you actually have to kind of chase after love. Okay, so you have to chase after this person or reciprocate back the energy that they put into you so that you can kind of start this relationship and start chasing after them and begin a relationship. I know that sounds like a little bit like too codependent on them, but don't worry, it's not a codependency thing. We just often attach negative connotations to such actions because we think, oh, we're independent, but being independent doesn't mean that you can't fall in love deeply, okay? And the very first step is to kind of let down your guard. With the Strength card coming out in reverse, it is asking you to be more gentle and more cuddly and do things that make you fall in love and help you fall in love, okay? You have to make the conscious decision to fall in love, and that is being reiterated over here with the 2 of Swords, okay? And then with the 7 of Swords being right next to it. You have to be kind of like a mouse, okay? So you have to take small baby steps that can actually be quite profound in their impact by starting to do small things that will either make them fall in love with you or that will kind of help you focus on love a little bit as well. And then with the snake swallowing the eggs over here, I feel like you guys may have to swallow a little bit of your financial goals or career goals. And by that I mean kind of slow down a little bit, right? Slow down a bit so that you can actually eat them and digest them, okay? And so that you don't become ignorant of what is happening around you just because you are, accomplishing a goal and about to meet it. Okay, you need to slow down a little bit in terms of accomplishing your career goal and try to do small things that will help you fall in love and that will help you approach this person, whoever this person is, from a romantic point of view. Okay? I'm going to ask what specific steps you can take to actually make yourself fall in love or come into a more love, not super love focus, because obviously you still have your finance and your careers, but bringing a little bit of focus on love into your daily life. Yeah. Okay, so pile 2, I asked what you guys can do, what steps you can take to kind of help yourself fall in love or come into a more falling in love energy. And the card that came out was the Justice, which is 11 in reverse. So 11 is 11 no matter what happens, right? Even if you turn it upside down or if you have it straight side up, it's always the same number. And 11 is also like a reflective number. So it's again this idea of kind of reciprocating the energy that this person is giving to you, okay? And no matter what you do, you will always accomplish your goals. So don't worry about thinking like if I fall in love or I start to fall in love or make myself into more of like a giddy personality a little bit, then I'm gonna like slack off on my financial goals and my career goals. That's not going to happen. You're still focused on your financial and career goals, but you're also, while that is going on, while you are pursuing that with maybe like 10% less energy, you are basically developing a personality that is open to love and that is someone that people can approach, okay? And with the justice sign, I was focusing in on the sword. So it almost feels like you have to kind of be more open and more straightforward with people, okay? You have to let your guard down, right? But you have to be more open. And as you can see, this snake is trying to attack the lady, but she's not phased because she knows that she still has the control to fight back. But she's, at the same time, also, the snake is also not going to attack her because he sees that she is someone powerful and someone strong. So, you opening up and expressing your emotions is actually going to create a sense of your personality that is much more stronger and much more someone that people are not willing to get into fights or hurt or attack with, okay? Because they know you're not fazed by it and they know that you're not going to take that BS, okay? And with the overall card coming out as the Six of Cups, it's again this idea of being more friendly and more open and with your emotions and with your personality. And that is in turn going to give you the freedom to become more open to love and be more able to actually build bonds of emotional relationships. Okay. What else can we do? Let's ask how you can slow down a little bit from your goals, because you're still going to stay focused on them, but you're just going to kind of slow your speed down a little bit. So we can ask that. Okay, so I asked how you guys can slow down the speed at which you're approaching your financial or career goals without actually losing the focus on them. And again, the cards that came out are the Six of Cups. That came out already once for you as an overall card. And then you've also got the Eight of Wands, which came out as the card that you had initially picked as your pile or your current energy. So basically the answer to that question is that you need to stay focused on your goal, right? With the cheetah's face. And with the detailed answer, it would just basically be that you do need to be more socializing in a way. Try to build relationships with people and work together with people to accomplish your goal. That way you're still going to be focused on the goal, but you're also not going to be so closed off and unapproachable by other people. You're still being a friendly and social person and expressing your emotions and building relationships, but without losing track of your goal, okay? So working with people that you get along with, you don't have to work with people that you don't get along with, but working with people that you get along with and working with people that you like is going to help you progress in your goal without your own speed being so fast, but the overall speed of the goal will be fast. Meaning like you yourself won't be working super hard, right? And you'll have time to do all the socializing and falling in love part. But at the same time, because other people are helping you accomplish your goal, you're actually going to still be on that same pace of accomplishing your goal without the same amount of energy being put into it. Kind of like work smart, not hard, right? Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed your reading. That's all I have for you guys today. I know last week that reading was really long for pile 2, and for this week it's a little bit shorter than that one, so kind of making up for it, okay? So yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful, happy, blessed week. And make sure you guys check out my the second part of the video from last week, where I'm doing like a 4-part tarot experiment of kind of reading for the same topic over a span of 4 weeks using the same totems but different decks. Um, so yeah, have a wonderful week, guys. Okay, pile 3, welcome to your reading. So you guys picked the black bobby pin over here as a totem, or you guys picked the Dark Wood Tarot's King of Pentacles as a visual selection. So I'm going to use this card to read your current energy or situation. And from what I can see here, it's basically saying that you guys may be in a relationship right now that you guys aren't willing to let go or are finding very difficult to let go. And you guys may also be in a sort of a like a financially weak situation. So you guys may be saving or collecting your money because either you don't have a job right now or you're in a little bit of a tough pinch right now. So, but you are still collecting and saving your money and using it wisely. And also, you are not bothered by the situation too much. You're kind of letting things play out as they will. And you're really embodying that, this kind of laid back leadership energy, as you can see in this King of Pentacles card. Like, he looks fine and satisfied even though he's only holding one pentacle. And he's not in like the most regal of settings, right? He's still satisfied with his life, and he knows that he's in control of his life and he's in control of the decisions that he makes, and you also know that. And you're going to make practical decisions and wise and sensible decisions, but you're also going to let divine fate kind of play out its part. And underneath you can see the 3 of Wands. So again, it's this idea of this girl kind of looks like she had to kill off this person to kind of finally get over him. So it's almost like you guys are again finding it very difficult to let go of a past relationship or a current relationship you guys are in, and the only way that you guys see out is if you become so much more powerful than him that you guys have confidence to leave them. But yeah, that's kind of the situation that I'm seeing right now. And then with the 4 of Wands in reverse, again, it's this idea of kind of pigeonholing your thoughts, basically. You're thinking too much inside of the box to kind of let go of the situation that you are in or to improve the situation somehow. And you're kind of very much in this low energy type of vibe right now of just kind of holding on to that last bit of hope that you have for this relationship or for your financial situation. Okay, so now I'm going to ask the actual yes or no question of have you guys met your one, or whatever term you guys used. All right, so I asked the cards, have you guys met your one, or whatever term you guys used, and the answer that came out was the 2 of Swords in reverse. So definitely you guys have met the one, but I'm getting a vibe like you may not realize who the one is quite yet. Like, this person is in love with you, and you guys definitely have a relationship that is more than friends. And people who look towards this relationship would be like, well, would see that there is romance in between you guys. But I think you guys haven't realized it yet. And again, with this 2 of Pentacles card over here, that's just reiterating the fact that you guys are having a tough decision making to decide who is the one for you. You've obviously got the person that you're holding on to, and then you've got someone who's a little bit farther away from you, but definitely is someone that you feel attracted to a lot of the times, and you kind of feel drawn to them, and you feel comfortable and happy and positive with them. Okay? And then with the bobby pin, it was a clear answer of yes. Okay? And just like the bobby pin supports your hair and is always there, and once you've plugged it in, it never, like, the hair doesn't fall out until after a long time of, dancing or whatever. Just like that, this person is kind of a supportive friend or a supportive best friend, maybe someone within your vicinity that's very, very supportive, but kind of feels like they're playing or have this relationship kind of like from afar, like in the shadows. Like they're supporting you from the shadows and you don't realize that they're there and they have these interests towards you, but they're definitely in love with you and they support your happiness. Okay, pile 3. So I asked, what can you guys do to speed up the union with your one, or whatever term you guys used? Your overall card was the Page of Cups. So just off the bat, there's definitely a sense of you guys need to kind of be more mature in how you approach emotions and your own emotions and your emotional relationships. I think you need to stop being naive about the way that you approach emotional relationships and being very gullible and kind of like this goldfish over here, right? You're just obviously blending into the environment, and this person only sees you when you come out of the cup. They don't realize that you're there. So you have to kind of swim away from whoever this person is and be mature and understand the fact that whatever emotional relationship is not serving you, you need to kind of swim away from, because it's not going to aid in your happiness. It's just going to aid in a positive delusion that you may have created for yourself, that this is what love is supposed to be like, or this is the one for me. Okay, you need to let go of that. Now, the actual things that you guys can do, one of the cards is the Eight of Pentacles. Now, most of your cards came out all in reverse, okay? And we've got 4 things that you guys can do, okay? So I'm going to start off with the Eight of Pentacles, okay? And the very first thing that you can do is stop reaching for things that, in this picture, you can see that she's kind of reaching for these fruits or these cucumber pentacles on a tree, and she seems like she's reaching very far, right? She's on her tiptoes and she's stretching out her arm to kind of pick off the fruit. This is also a metaphor because she's picking the lowest fruit on the branch as well. So she's not only putting in effort to find something that she doesn't really need, but she's also just picking the one that is kind of like the lowest quality or the most easiest to get, okay, when she could climb this tree and get the highest one if she really wanted to. So the very first thing is to stop reaching for low-hanging fruit, okay? Please do not settle for a low-quality person and someone that is not meant for you. The second thing that you can do is the Strength in reverse, Moon, and then you've got the Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, both in reverse. So from the Strength card, starting from that, I'm sorry about the light. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Okay, so starting from the Strength card, you need to actually imagine what your ideal relationship is. Hold your ideals highly, okay? Hold your values in a positive light. As you can see, hold on. You can see in this card the rose is above her head, right? But because it's in reverse, it's showing that you're being very weak towards your ideals. You're not holding true to what will actually make you happy. You have to embody her spirit of rejecting this negative energy over here and being like, okay, you can do whatever you want, but that's not going to faze me because I'm still thinking about my rose, my ideal partner. Okay, so that's one thing that you need to do, is to become more stronger and actually hold on to your ideals. Think about what is the ideal person or partner for you. With the moon, again, it's this idea of letting things go and being more comfortable with your emotions and reflecting on your emotions, what actually makes you happy, what path you should actually take. And with the Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, in this one you can see she's sleeping again. So she's kind of dreaming her life away, right? Even though she has all these fruits that she could actually pick off the bushes and accumulate and use to live a better life than sleeping on pumpkins. It also again shows this observe the people in your background, basically, because this person is again right behind her, and scarecrows are supposed to ward off crows so that they protect the fields from any damage or the crows eating the actual fruit of labor, right? And just like that, this person or you guys are sleeping on whoever is kind of protecting you from the shadows. Someone that you may not realize is the person meant for you because you guys are sleeping and turned away from them and imagining kind of living in like your own self-prophesized fantasy, or like a fantasy that you've created in your head that that's what your reality is like when it's not. And you're completely ignoring the person that's actually trying to support and protect you the whole time. And again, this idea of them being in the background, right, and not being noticeable. And with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, it's basically saying to build yourself up, make yourself better, go through a glow up, okay? Spend time on making yourself better and improving your own physical, mental, and emotional qualities so that you can be someone that people would actually want to be in a relationship with, and so that you can have the confidence to leave whoever this person is that's not meant for you. And then with the third thing that you can do, so with these four cards, it's basically asking you to reflect on what your ideals are, who the perfect partner is for you, and also build up your own self-confidence by making yourself and improving yourself to your own ideals and really embodying a confident energy. And the third thing is 10 of Pentacles in reverse and 10 of Cups. So these are the two things that you should be focusing on right now. One is your money, okay? Don't just keep on swallowing it and using it up, okay, into this void. You want to gather your money and you want to build up your money based on what you consider your ideal job or career, okay? Don't just chase after the money. Accumulate and acquire the money and use it how you want to use it, obviously wisely, but use it for your own happiness rather than just using it as a financial income to just get by on. And really try to build up your finances so that you can be in control of them rather than worrying about whether you're going to have enough to pay the next bill or eat or rent or whatever, or actually do things that make you happy, like going on adventures or traveling or whatever. And then with the 10 of Cups, it's asking you to focus on the opportunities around you, okay? Stop crying out to the moon and whining about everything that you think is wrong with your current relationship or with your life, and really try to focus on the opportunities where you can get the things that will make you happy with the life or the romantic relationship that you are in. And again, it's this idea, like, this person is complaining or whining to the moon, but this person is completely calm in the background and just listening to this person. And I feel like whoever this person is that's supporting you from the background or is around you and it's kind of like your best friend or whatever, it really loves listening to you talk and really loves just listening to you and having a conversation with you. All right, and then the final thing that you can do is actually take action to approach whoever this person is in the background. Step away from whatever relationship you guys are in currently because it's not meant for you. It's not the right one for you. It's very much based on a physical codependency, and a physical relationship is really the only thing that's keeping you guys held together, but it's not something satisfying otherwise. You may feel like you are satisfied and happy in the relationship, but the other person isn't, because in reality, your personalities don't vibe or match up. But there is this person in the background that's watching you and kind of keeping a careful eye out on your relationship right now to see that when it breaks up, then he wants to be the one to kind of jump in and actually take his chance. But right now he's just waiting and seeing what happens with the relationship. He would kind of prefer if you guys did break up, because you guys, again, like I said, you guys don't have anything other than a physical relationship right now, or like a very superficial type of, like, even with the income situation we're talking about, it's a very superficial income situation. It's not something that's going to last long, and it's not something that is actually bringing you happiness. It's only bring you happiness because you think that you're in a romantic relationship, so therefore you are happy. It's kind of like a Mandela effect type of thing. And yeah. So that was your reading, pile 3, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was a little bit longer than before. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed, and inquisitive, charming week. And make sure you guys check out the second part of that 4-part tarot experiment reading that I'm doing over December. And I'll probably be uploading it by the end of this week on Friday or Saturday, but we'll see how I feel drawn to read. Yeah, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week and you guys enjoyed your reading. Bye, guys.